Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to talk about the December monthly login character, Ewok Scout. Now this could mean a lot of really cool things. As a fan of the Murder Bears, you guys know that I am very excited about this. I have Ewok Scout though, so I'm going to do some speculation on what this could mean. First and foremost, guys, I think this could definitely be hinting at the idea that the Ewok Scout is finally going to get the rework that we have all been wanting. He's going to get some Zetas thrown on him. He's going to get some different, unique, something that makes the Ewok Scout just hands down dominate. But if you don't think that's the case, which it probably isn't, it probably is not the case. It very well could be that Star Wars is going to give us a Wookiee day, a life day, but a story that revolves around the Ewoks. Now that makes sense, guys. The Wookiees had their life day, and everyone loved that Christmas special, right? And I'm pretty sure you can still buy it anywhere instead of having to like download it through nefarious means, or watch it in bits on YouTube. But yeah, it makes sense. I could totally see them saying, hey, we want to give the Ewoks their due. Hallmark, make a show for us. You know, give us the little Christmassy thing. Make some kind of princess fall in love with a prince, but really she's not a prince, or princess. She's an Ewok, and they just swap places with someone. I don't rightly know, but I could see that working out as a Hallmark Christmas special. I mean, they produce them. There's like a new one every couple of minutes. So very possible that we could see that. If those two things aren't what we're getting, it is likely that we are getting what I've been saying that we were going to be getting since, well, like September, and that is C-3PO. C-3PO is the only original trilogy character that we don't have in the game yet. He is the only character that's been in just about every movie that isn't represented here. Now again, months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, I would have said that's stupid. There's no way we're getting a C-3PO in the game unless it's that like droid head C-3PO where he's like shooting people. But then they introduced Hermit Yoda, and it just makes sense that we don't need a character who is attacking. We can have a fully supportive character like C-3PO would be and or should be. That just makes a ton of sense, right? It just does. It just does. Now, how will this character be coming? There are a few different ways. I think they could do marquee events, although it's unlikely. You have R2 that came in a legendary event, I believe. You have CLS that came in a legendary event, or I believe his was actually a hero's journey. You have all these really great characters who came in legendary events and or hero's journeys, and whether you like C-3PO or not, he's going to be a great character. I doubt they introduce this character and just be like, oh, he's crap. I think that it's very likely that we're going to be getting C-3PO not in a marquee event. A legendary event makes sense, but then what kind of characters would you need to unlock him? I'll talk about that here in a minute. I also think that it's very possible that C-3PO could be a character very much like Wampa, very much like H. Yoda, Hermit Yoda, for the Grand Arena. They could introduce the Grand Arena sometime this month and introduce C-3PO as a reward for doing well. That's very possible. And if that's the case, I'm excited because that would be really, really sweet. If that's the case, then it is likely going to be that we just earn him via reward points. We earn him with tokens or credits of some kind. Now, if we don't, if he is a legendary character, there are a few different groups that I could potentially see us as players having to use to unlock him. R2 seems like a very reasonable character to include for this because he's 3PO's companion throughout the whole series, right? He's always with him. It just makes sense. We could see any of the Leias. We could see Han. Not every Han. Obviously, veteran Han doesn't make a lot of sense, but the other Hans very well could see those being added. we could see Farm Boy Luke being needed, which wouldn't be terrible because if we had to have Farm Boy Luke, it would make sense and it would be cool because then you have this character that you have to farm in the form of Farm Boy Luke that you would need for a couple different legendary characters and or hero journey characters, and that would make him useful. And I don't see us needing necessarily Old Ben, but I could also see Old Ben at the same time. C-3PO Old Ben makes total sense. OT Chewbacca and Raid Han would be kind of a slap in the face for new players for sure. OT Chewbacca, since he was brand new and he's only a couple of months old, and I don't think we've seen his event return, it would make sense that he's not needed for a C-3PO. I don't rightly know. Now, finally, we could see the Jawas. I mean, it would be interesting for sure to see the Jawas as characters that we would need. I think it'd piss a lot of people off because it's the Jawas. They haven't been useful for a long time. And finally, and this is kind of where I'm putting my money, is the Ewoks. Now, my Ewoks are a pretty solid team. I've always loved the Murder Bears. I will completely switch focus to the Ewoks if there is even a hint that C-3PO could make the Ewoks meta. I would hands down stop farming everything else and just farm the Ewoks. Now, I have all 7 Ewoks completely 7-starred. Most of them are geared around gear 9. I mean, that's like the average. I do have Chief Chirper to gear 12. I have, I think, Ewok Elder to 11. Scout I have to almost 12. Chirpa or Wicket is 10. I mean, I'm kind of all over the place with them. And so I'm not entirely sure which characters I would need to farm to be able to unlock this character. But I do think that it's very possible that we could be getting the Ewoks. Now, I do not believe that anyone needs to be panic farming Ewoks, Jawas, Rebel characters. I think that C-3PO, if and when he comes, he will be a good character, he will be a solid character, and quite possibly a meta character. But as we've seen with the whole, rock, paper, scissors of the arena, there is no one arena meta anymore. You just have to have a strong enough team. Right now, I think there's like 2 or 3 different teams. Now, they're all really solid characters. They're really good characters. But I don't think that C-3PO is going to be that meta-defining. I think meta-defining characters are going to be kind of a thing of the past. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. Leave a comment in the section below. And tell me what you think, right? Because I really do think that C-3PO is going to be a solid character. I know not a lot of people like him. I mean, he's super annoying as a character, but like in the game, not a lot of people are going to want him, but I do think he's going to be valuable. I do think that he's probably going to be valuable at a 5-star. So keep that in mind if this is a legendary character, that he's likely still going to be good at 5-star with certain characters, with certain character combinations. Now, if this is true, does that also mean that we are going to get the origin OT Falcon? Probably. I would totally see that happening sometime in the next couple of weeks. I could see that being our first hero's journey for a ship, maybe. That would be kind of cool, especially if maybe you needed the other Falcons to unlock the OT Falcon. I don't know. That would be sweet. I don't know why you would need the Resistance Falcon to unlock the one that came before it. Seems kind of weird. I don't necessarily know why you would need, Lando's Falcon, but it would still be kind of cool to see a hero's journey with a ship, right? I think that'd be kind of neat. What do you guys think? Now, before I go, guys, there have been a few people who've asked if they can donate to the channel, how they can help support the channel. I will leave a link in the section below to my PayPal account. I'm not asking for anything, but if you guys want to help support the channel, that's an easy way to donate. $5, $2, $1, whatever. Anything helps. Anything will help me out. I really do appreciate all the comments, all the love, all the feedback that you guys give me. It has been great. And it does help me improve my channel. It does help me improve my skills with, the camera, the mic, everything. And so thank you guys. This has been Thaddeus. Make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. Join us on Discord. and join the conversation. And as always, my friends, stay nerdy.